My name is Tim Ubergang. I'm Curator of Horticulture at the University of Melbourne System Garden. In honour of Botanic Gardens Day, we are visiting Botanic Gardens across Victoria to, among other things, understand a little bit more about education, horticulture, conservation and community engagement. I hope this is an opportunity for people to learn a little bit more about Botanic Gardens that they didn't already know, and encourage them to go out into Botanic Gardens and appreciate all the value that they can provide.
Botanic Garden for me is obviously a great collection of plants, but beyond the individual plants and their scientific value is the notion of Botanic Gardens as very special social places as well. We have a number of groups who come to our gardens, or are very welcomed to our gardens, from high school students. We've got a beautiful local high school who come to our gardens to they study photography, so they're using our garden as a venue to come and find beautiful things to photograph. Basically, we're really trying to encourage children to look and be in a garden in a particular way. And what we try to do is role model the way we'd like people to be in the garden in terms of interacting gently with the space. But really we're trying to foster a love of plants and a connection to the garden.
The best thing about a botanic garden is that it holds all those collections of plants, that you can come here and visit the world without having to travel anywhere else. That you can come here and visit plants that you wouldn't see in your backyard, you wouldn't see in your local area. So we're in a process of expansion and building. So we've just created our Garden for the Future, which is under 12 months old. We've also got the oldest public garden in Bendigo as well. So our heritage garden is over 160 years old. So hopefully we'll be replacing some of the older trees in the gardens in the heritage section. We'll also be joining the new garden with the old, so there'll be a new transition zone between the two gardens.
I think the really great botanic gardens are botanic gardens that are hubs. They're social hubs, they're environmental hubs, they're conservation hubs, they're horticultural hubs. The role of botanic gardens in conservation, what we're doing with Big Anne's Victoria is looking at establishing conservation collections in a number of regional botanic gardens across the state of Victoria. But for that project to be sort of driven and supported by the Royal Botanic Gardens Victoria. Essentially what we're doing is we're going out to regional botanic gardens, we're working with the gardens curators and gardens managers on an approach to establishing collections of rare and threatened plants that are significant to that particular area. And then the RBGV will actually collect, source and propagate all that material and then distribute that material back out into regional gardens.
So a botanic garden, for me, means that it's a place for people to firstly enjoy, but then it has all those other benefits of labelled plants, documented collections of plants. The importance of botanic gardens to communities, I believe, is that it gives them a sense of pride, it gives them a sense of place, and we've had people come on guided tours here, and one particular comment said the Melton Botanic Garden has put Melton on the map. To a large extent, this garden is the community because the people have been the ones pushing it, backing it. The feedback we get from people who are visiting, walking through, doing recreational activities here is just fantastic.
A community space.
It's a garden to display a collection or a variety of plants.
What is a botanical garden? The most beautiful place to come to.
It's a wonderful refuge for the community and for visitors.
I think the free access is the best thing.
For me personally, it's the joy that it brings to people.
Everything. I guess, we need plants for everything to live, really.
Education, conservation ideals and public enjoyment.
Knowledge and inspiration and understanding.
Well, I'd be biased and say the Eramophilas.
Banksia.
Oh, in Australia, red gum trees.
A plant with gum nuts in it.
It's the eucalyptus.
Eucalypt.
Eucalyptus gum tree.
Botanic Gardens Day is the last Sunday in May, so put it in your diary.